Hi, I'm going to show you how to make this crochet Easter basket. I used a Caron Soft yarn. However, after making it, I would highly suggest that you use medium worsted yarn or maybe even cotton yarn. Make sure it's somewhat of a stiffer type of yarn. I used an eye hook. The pattern is down below, and I did use these wires for I will show you during the video while I'm making it, but for the handle to go through it so it stands up. Okay, so let's get started. Start out with the magic circle, and I'm going to slip knot into it, and then I'm going to work 6 single crochet in the circle. You can always do half double crochet or double crochet, but because it's the base of the basket, I think that for a tighter stitch the single crochet works the best. Also, I'm not going to show it in the video, but if you like to make 2 of these circles and attach them together, you can for more of a thickness, or you can just use the one circle. And then you're going to pull it closed and slip stitch in the beginning chain to create the circle. And then chain 1. You're going to work 2 single crochet in each stitch around for a total of 12. Grab the yarn over, pull through 2 loops for a total of 2 in each stitch. And if you need it to go slower, there is a slow motion link down below. Work that until you reach the beginning. Slip stitch to complete, pull through, chain 1, and then 1 single crochet. You can use this as a stitch marker to keep track of your rounds, and then 1 single crochet in the beginning stitch, and then 2 single crochet in the next, and then work 1 single crochet in the next. So it will be 1 2 1 2 all the way around until you get to the beginning. And then slip stitch, then chain 1, and then work 1 single crochet in the next 2 stitches. And this is the base of the basket, so you're just going to keep getting bigger and bigger. This is 2 single crochet for an increase, then 1 single crochet in the next 2 stitches, and just repeat that, and then 2 single crochet. So it's 1 1 and then 2. Repeat that all the way around. This is the circle getting bigger and bigger. Okay, slip stitch to complete this round, and then single crochet in the next 3 stitches, 1 and then 2 and then 3, and then work 2 single crochet for the increase. So it's going to be 1 in the next 3 and then 2. So 1 and then 1 and then your third one, and then the increase, and then just repeat that all the way around. And you can make this bigger or smaller. If you like it not too big, you can stop soon. If you like it bigger, slip stitch and then chain 1, and then you're going to single crochet in the next 4 stitches. So it just keeps getting bigger and bigger. This is 2 3 4, and then work the increase, 2 single crochet, and just repeat that around until you get to the beginning, 1 in the next 4, and then 2 increase. And I'm going to work this all the way up to probably 9 to 10 on the increase. And like I said, you can make this bigger or smaller just depending on how big you'd like the base for the basket. and then slip stitch and then beginning stitch, and then chain 1, and then single crochet in the next 5 stitches. So 1, and then 2, 3, then 4, and then 5, and then do an increase after the 5th, and just repeat that until you get to the beginning. And then 2 single crochet, which is the increase. Repeat that all the way until you get to the beginning. Slip stitch again, and then chain 1, and then single crochet in the next 6 stitches. So then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6, and then work 2 single crochet, increase until you get to the beginning. Slip stitch, and then chain 1, and then work a single crochet in the next 7 stitches. So 1, and then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then work 2 single crochet, increase, and repeat that all the way around until you get to the beginning. Slip stitch in the beginning stitch, and then you're just going to keep expanding. So chain 1, single crochet into the next 8 stitches, 2, and then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8, and then work an increase after the 8th. And I'm going to do this a couple more times, and then you can keep going or you can stop whenever you feel like it. Slip stitch, chain 1, and then work a single crochet in the next 9 stitches. And then work 2 single crochet for an increase. Okay, now I'm going to make the edge, so I'm going to slip stitch, chain 2, work a half double crochet in the front loop. So yarn over, and in the front loop I'm going to work a half double crochet, yarn over, pull through 3 loops, then yarn over, insert your hook in the front loop, pull through all 3 loops for a half double crochet. Repeat that all the way around. This is going to create the border, stand-up border around. Going to half double crochet in that beginning stitch. I'm not going to slip stitch because I want to work in a continual round without a seam. If you want to slip stitch and create a seam, you can, but I'm going to work in continual rounds and just use that stitch marker that I used from the tail. So now every stitch gets a half double crochet around, and it's starting to create the edge of the basket. I did this for 9 rounds. You can make this shorter or longer, just depending on how many rounds you like and how deep you would like your basket. Okay, so now I'm going to make the handle, and I'm going to slip stitch to complete this round for my last round, and then chain 2, and then half double crochet in 1, 2, 3 stitches, and then 4. You can make yours smaller or wider for your handle if you like. It's up to you. Then I'm going to chain 2, turn, and then just repeat. I did this for a total of 32 rows. You can make this as long as you would like, and just went right across, half double crochet. then chain 2, and then turn, and then just repeat. Now you're going to slip stitch onto the other side, and like I said before, this yarn is too soft for a basket. I would recommend a stiffer, like acrylic medium worsted yarn for this type of basket. You may not need the next step that I'm going to show you, but just in case, I'm going to show it to you. You can use it if you need to. So to get this handle, I'm going to cut it and then weave in my ends. So I'm going to use one of these wreath wires. It's a stem wire for wreaths, and I found it at Michael's. I needed it for another project, so I'm just going to use it for this project as well. And I had to trim it up just a little bit. I'm going to place them inside the basket on the handle. I'm going to secure it in the center too, and then secure it at the other side. I will sew in the sides just a little bit, and these stem wires, because they're padded with the paper around it, and they're pretty flexible and non-abrasive. So once I place them in the handle, I'm going to sew it in just a little bit. Now I'm going to take orange yarn and I'm going to sew in a nose by making a triangle shape. Then I'm just going to tie the back and secure it and weave in the ends for the nose. Now I'm going to make a pink little mouth with the pink yarn and needle. Now with black yarn, I'm going to make 3 little whiskers. I feel like after I made this, it looked more like eyes, but it is supposed to be whiskers. Just make 3 little dash lines. make it on both sides and secure it in the back by tying it and weaving in the ends. So this is what it looks like with it being finished.